to say as well, there are some guys who are maybe forced into boldness, don't look great. Grim and Elige actually look pretty good, you know.
There's a real thing. Like I think about it with footballers all the time. There's one in particular, I forget who it is now. But there's a few of them who are like, you know, like so there's a guy called Pepe, was a Real Madrid centre back. He's a bit of a nutcase.
Yes.
Martin Skirtle, I think, was another one. He's like, you know, defenders who like had selective boldness. They choose to be bold because they're like kind of like psychos. It works for them, and I think it really does work for kind of like Elige, Grim. They kind of suit the boldness. Some people definitely don't. I don't think I do. I've got too big of a head. But either way, into the pistol itself, it's carnage here. PERA have been 2 for 2 in pistols, looking to go 3 for 3, and oh my god, it's dicey. Well, Grim, all that's left now in a 1v4 clutch, and he's got the first, but good luck on the others.
Oh, okay. Hold on. He's got to know there's at least one more hit. Oh, he spotted him as well. So he's got the info. It's just tough to find the fight. Where is this last guy, though? He doesn't quite know. Creeping around, going to be so tough, and he's just waiting on Gen. Bibu does get it done in the end, and plenty of opportunities for him to roll around for that frag. Hopefully he can bounce back into this map a little quiet on the first. Who knows what's been said in between, but the pistol looks good. A great start for PERA.
It is. It is. Exactly that. Yeah, like we said, though, for PERA, right? Flawless in these pistols. Honestly, really good work from them. They're just very, very good at isolating the fight. And also, I think they just completely understood what complexity they're going to go for there. That feels like, you know, a plan in which they expected complexity to try and go a little bit quick towards B to start things off, and they do, and they've just read it like an absolute bucket. Leg of JT spotted, bit of a spam damage. They actually spotted 2 there, in fact, and they'll come through to meet them, but they avoid the bulk of the damage. It has been a conscious decision to pick up a couple of Deagles, but not too much of an investment here for complexity. So they should have AKs in the next round.
Little boost up. Nothing spotted. Maybe DGL though. Oh yeah, he's heard some footsteps, goes in for a fight. He's got the backup. Floppy will manage to find Bibu. Might just be all she wrote though. Yeah, he lands a shot, not the head, however. PERA rolling through the motions. Second comes in. No real damage taken.
Yeah.
Just reading Corey there a little bit. I just gotta say, man, Corey, like, looking at him, he's like, this guy better fist bump me. Every time he goes to the other end, he's just got a little look on his face like, this guy better give me a fist bump. That's all I'm here for, is the end of round fist bumps. Left me hanging a couple times.
Oh, good start. Keep your guard out. He highlights this guy, and he gets some very important kills to his name. Oh my. Oh my. 2-0 for PERA. Might be about to be made 3. Because complexity left down to just Grim and Holzerk. Kikarov 3 kills to him, 6 and 1 he starts off with. This is not too shabby at all.
It's a pretty good look. It is a pretty good look. A little boost up coming in. Try and catch a player. Not going to happen, but Grim will make the move forwards. Low venture. Flashes over the top. Picks it up, spots one out towards Guardian. They will actually get some decent control of B here, so bomb plant going to come in. PERA, oh, they've got to play this correctly now. A retake ask of them. Limited utility out for that T-side. Couple flashes for Grim. That is it. There's one kit available. Keep your eyes on that. Where's that going to end up? Holzerk playing confident as he goes round. Gen with the flash peek. Oh, man. Tried to get the timing on it, but he was a little bit off. Will go down. It's all going to be on to Grim. 4 overall required. Decent damage. But we'll see him in the next round. Off he goes. A 3rd in a row for PERA.
Yeah. Okay. PERA. It looks like they've got a plan here, right? I mean, you'd expect that, to be perfectly honest, but they've definitely come in with at least an idea. How are we going to beat complexity on their favorite map, or one of, right? And so far, so good. This is a much better kind of start than the finish, maybe, out of PERA. They really start to dwindle at the tail end of Anubis, where you could very much see the confidence was sort of shot. So credit, I think they've done quite a good job here in terms of recuperating, kind of gaining a bit of their mental back in this sort of 10 to 15 minute break we had in between maps, and so far, so good. Ricardo and Aaron both on 6 kills. Aaron yet to die as well. You're on a great time. A bit of a slow game at times, Aaron, in map number 1. But of course, he's not really the one you always look towards it in the fragging department for PERA. In the RGL and all that. Speedboot under pressure. Feeling it as well. Flash is coming over. They are being lamped over. And Ricardo had no idea what had hit him. He was so blind.
Dibu. Waiting for a bit more of a fight to come his way. It's Grim at middle that I've got my eyes on, though. He could really do some damage here. I'm watching for him, but still, that smoke, it just makes life so difficult. DGL will trade it out, but another kill that comes in. I was going to say with the bomb being down, it would have, you know, bought some time, but that bomb takes a while to get planted. Nade over the top. Oh my god. Maximum damage onto JT. It's not looking too bad in the 3 versus 3 now. Elige peeks round, but he meets the business end of the orb. JT tries a bit of pre-fire. Not going to happen for him. It's Floppy. Left in the clutch situation. He's got to take them all. Oh my god. Oh my god. What has just happened? Can he find DGL? There's absolutely no way. DGL denies it, but that is insane. They line up through the wall, through each other. Was that 2 for 1? Oh my god. That would have been crazy if he pulled it off. Unfortunately, denied away. I gotta see that again.
Do you know what? That's one of those moments as well, which is so unfortunate because it would just be forgotten, right? If you had won that clutch, that gets remembered, you know, time and time again. As you know, it's the ridiculous 1v3 converted to get complexity the first round and all the rest. But sadly, it won't be. But man, alive, how did it happen? He just gets a random tap and it gets both.
Wow.
Ah, beautiful.
I think it's one bullet.
2 separate bullets. I think it's 2 separate taps.
All right, yeah, you might be right. You might be right on that one. Either way, like
he gets wallbang headshots on both, which is just ridiculous. Just like jiggle in, tap, kill, jiggle in, tap, kill. So fair play. Yes, but it's unfortunate. Credit though, I guess we should probably say to DGL under the pressure, being thrust into a 1v1 out of nowhere, making sure he sees that. PERA 4-0 start. Pretty good work though, PERA. Yeah, man. I mean, they've come into this map in which they've, you know, not been good on. We caught one in ECL and they were all over the shop on this one. So yeah, so far so good. They've obviously worked a lot on this before coming towards Pro League.
Great little flash. Olzerk, while blind, just had his crosshair in the right place. And JT is the one to take over the round. In from Gap, looking for a bit more. Ricardo around the corner reveals himself, but surely not going to be long for this world. Indeed, dealt with. Complexity a bit faster on A. Not super telegraphed, but of course the fights came to them. They won them, and they take their first.
Very important. Very, very important. Also his first kill as well. So as he gets blinded, he kind of like flicks up as he's turning away. He catches the head. It's a beaut. Bit of fortune, but you take them all the same. First round for Complexity. Normally in a first pause out for PERA. Corey getting on the mic a little bit. Same for Aaron. I don't think there's anything to be kind of feeling the pressure at the moment, but it is just one of those situations where you don't want to allow Complexity to spiral. Don't let this team start going. This one's coming through as well as he wants to rally the troops. So isn't a comfortable buy across the board, but probably a manageable one for PERA. Orp in play for DGL. Rifle out for Ricardo and Poya. Poya yet to frag, but he did have his moments in map number 1. Once he gets active, once he gets going, that'd be very difficult to deal with. Nate comes over. DGL will chunk it. A couple of flashes here as the pistols want to play up close through short. BB and Aaron are going to play off each other. Might even be a triple boost, in fact.
Ooh, a rough fight, man. Ricardo looking so good once again. Orp chimes in. I mean, if they weren't triple boosted over on A, I'd say maybe we're in here, but it's still possible. It's just a question with that bomb going down. Do you want to throw yourself at this? Do you maybe just want to save and give it a go in the next? They have, like, no utility, bro. Really don't see it happening here. Nade doesn't find a kill. Second doesn't find a kill either. Oh, Leash following some sound cues. It's Floppy again with the 2-piece. That was definitely a banger through the teammate. All the same, This time it'll come off. This time they'll win the round because of it.
And again, bit by bit, a couple more smirks come through, a couple more opportunities for complexity. A little bit scrappy, a little bit of a weird one, but all in all, just making sure they're slightly better firepower, there's slightly more consistent utility across the board too. Sees it off. They do take a few casualties, yeah, but it's not going to make the biggest difference. JT will wield a Mach 10, but aside from that, full buy. And of course, they should expect that PERA's econ is a bit shattered now. Full buy in towards the last. Oh, not a lot coming off the back of it. Tough spot. Pop flash could be good here, though. Potentially could be a chance. They're swinging into fight. I don't know how well it's going to work out for them. Oh, JT takes a ding from his team. So yeah, he'll go down to DGL. Here's all that's left, and off he falls as well. Pistols put to bed quickly. Complexity. One-round game.
Very, very quick pullback, sir. Really solid stuff. But they are laying down the law with these rounds, you know.
They are.
But yeah, closing that gap very quickly indeed. Super solid to see. The vertigo that we expect to see from them is starting to come alive. PERA back round with a buy. No AWP, no kit. Two things that stand out, but it's a buy that should work. Trading of flashes there. Stopped PERA in their tracks. They were looking to go for some B aggression. That doesn't work out. Now looking for some A aggression. And that's not looking too good either. PERA, though, despite the low HP and the early tag, he's taking a spot. Trying to get in behind. They're apprehensive. They're right to be so. Just, oh my god! As the smoke goes down, I was gonna say they're gonna spot each other, but JT looked away for whatever reason, and he gets bested.
Oh yeah, tucked it. Floppy gonna find one. Back into the 4v4 chance. The flash is an absolute beaut. PERA holding the position. I don't know whether they know about it. Horzek trained on this angle with how low he is too. He's trying to get active. He might just get it behind. Oh, but Grim holding. Good awareness. Knew it was a possibility. So PERA players are dropping like flies now. Kiakado going to get off and active, but he gets caught by Grim, and that should be the round. Dead in the water. DGL. All that's left. And actually probably wants to try and keep hold of the M4. The only worrying thing is, obviously, he knows there's a bit of B pressure earlier from Floppy. So he's going to be keenly keeping an eye out for him, expecting a flank. Grim might catch him. No, other way around. Grim will fall.
Still, though, it confirms DGL is sort of in that saving position right now, not really looking to get too involved. He's hiding out, trying to hold on to the M4. And they'll look to do something with it in the next round, but ultimately, round one by Cole, gap closed exponentially, and now the lead under threat. Little AK yoink in the end from DGL. So he gets himself an upgrade, but of course, they want the rounds, they need the rounds, they look good in the initial rifle showings. A lot of this comes off of the pistol, though. Complexity have quickly turned the tide in their favor.
Yeah, they have. So far. There's a lot to like. I'm seeing it as well over in the other game. It's in double OT between NIP and Heroic. Looks like Heroic a couple rounds away from seeing that one out, I think. But that one's got the distance. We're already getting towards halfway point of our second map as they're still on the first. So hotly contested between the two of them. PERA, low buy. 1 AK, that's all they've got. Yokata, it's a good position though, with a 5-7 at this sort of range. That's headshot territory if I've ever seen it. Grim, yeah, deleted. Like spotted, and JT gets a double. Keeps things in the favor of complexity. Nice momentarily though.
Oh yeah, I know, it's looking good. Doesn't last too long. Oh my goodness, Floppy comes round with a kill again on the wallbang. I don't know what's going on with this guy with the wallbang headshots. Pulling away here, though. Looking to give B a good go. JT maybe spotting info, or rather a lack of it towards mid. I don't know. It's a semi-risky move here, but they know there's a saved weapon somewhere. that could really sway this 3v2 in favor of PERA. So they're just looking to group and avoid that weapon, ideally. If not, they're in position to trade now. And the A-bomb side, it's kind of a smart move, you know? Maybe even this is super instinctive and super heavy reading from me. But the A-bomb side is a lot of sneaky little spots, isn't there, where that M4 could be hidden. One goes unchecked, he gets two, and that's the round. Whereas B, bit more open, bit easier, especially with the utility, to execute in. So I like the idea. They'll get the bomb plant. And now left into the clutch. Nade comes round. Bibu will manage to find one, but dealt with. EGL all alone, tracked on the corner and finished off. Complexity, nail the lead.
Yeah, this is good. And this is where Complexity can start kind of spiraling in a real positive fashion. I mean, it has been a really good run of form off the back of the initial kind of hiccup. You're 0-4 down. You're not looking completely in control of this game. And now, you know, 5 in a row from Complexity. This is where they've just started to figure out what the PERA setup is and starting to find gaps. That's a low buy, so I'm not going to read too heavily into it. But all in all, for Complexity, this has been a really good run of things. Back into a buy, though. For PERA, DGL picking up his favorite AWP to try and make something out of this. Molotov tickling the toes of Floppy. He's hurt. He's taking a lot of damage. That flash is a beaut. Yeah. Dead from the second he started tickling the molly.
Couldn't see anything as well. I think there was a secondary flash that even came in to just seal the deal. Poya. Oh, I thought he was going to miss the player. Not quite. Spamming away, though. Does come close. Oh, my God. Elysia nearly finds both of them, actually. Kills keep going the way of PERA. However, it's fallen apart quite quickly for Complexity. Has yet to break in towards the A-bomb side itself. Halzok is just waiting for someone to walk into his crosshair. Oh, why did he move? There's a guy there now. Oh, my God. And he's missed the window. That's insane. That is insane. The boost comes back round, confirming the situation, and a flawless one from PERA landed. Wow.
Yeah, good round. Good round in all fairness. Good kind of beast-ass aggression coming through. The boost getting way too much. It definitely shouldn't have got as much control as it did. All in all, 2 times of asking never gets dropped. This first one, fair enough. The fact that they go up again and they get away with it, that's where things started to lock themselves into favor. Good response from PERA. Has been a bad, 5 run out from them, but he's trying to take some control by his own hands. Quick up those stairs. Forces the CT side back, and for PERA, they don't want to overfly here. No way. Not against that level pace. Halzok's pretty close with the spam. As Aaron was trying to make a move, but Halzok will just dip away.
Floppy. Up on the boost. Oh, he's heard a footstep there. He's heard a footstep. They're ready for the peak to come in. Kill comes round. Oh, it's a 2-man setup at the back of the site, though. Not ready for that. He's going to work its way in, does some decent damage. Bomb has yet to cross. There it goes. And Floppy with the tippity top of the head. 4 versus 3. Bomb plant has yet to be committed to, but they will take the site. It's this flank coming in from behind. Grim is ready for it. He takes the head. Looking better and better as it goes on. Probably just going to be a save for these rotators.
Yeah, keep on what they got, especially DGL. He just can't afford to lose the AWP. There's no point, I don't think, in this situation now. Play for that final round, but it will be Complexity guaranteeing at the bare minimum a tied game at the halfway point. I think they'd like to probably, though, try and lock themselves into a 7, not only because obviously having a lead is a good thing, but because they have been lacking in the pistol round department. Oh, there's one. A shot, and Grim going to see off both. Well done. Really nice hunt at the tail end from Grim. Yeah, Complexity 0-3 in pistols so far this series. They obviously want to make sure that they just have a bit of breathing room, right? If you expect them to lose another pistol, being 7-5 down, it goes back to 7-all, so at least you're not going to allow PERA to spiral too much. They got 4 rounds in a row at the start of this game, and that really has facilitated this first half out from them. Don't let it happen again. AWP will be reinvested here for DGL. P9 is all that Aaron's got to work with. Some M4s alongside it. Grenades on towards the corner, nobody there. Boy, you're playing a little bit further back, and you have an MP9 over to support.
There's a little little chip. Not too much out of it. Moving slowly up middle here into the hands of the AWP, potentially. DGL, so ready for this fight. However, they're going to boost up something that's a little different to deal with. It's that secondary player that you expect to go large, but they deal with him quickly. Elige, the legged up player, will get that trade somehow. The bullets don't find him. A man advantage for Colt.
Already. Up in the air a little bit. 50 seconds as PERA reclaiming some space. Aaron will have an AK to pick up if he wants to, but of course it will make noise, giving away the ruse, his position, and all the rest. So has to make a decision, but as they push through, it's leaving just one man towards backside, but Aaron's in behind. Aaron could be everything here. Floppy will find one, but Aaron pounces and delivers with a kill, looking for more, but Torzerk will see him off. Boy, you got it all to do. Nate could do a good chunk of damage, yes. The round, though, I think is probably pretty unlikely. Damage.
There's a little rushed in here. Yeah, they're kind of panicking slightly, I've got to be honest. Floppy, though, he'll take it around the corner. Easy work in the end. 7-5 at the tail end. Clean stuff from Complexity. Still, PERA keeping things close, keeping it competitive. Not going quietly into the night here on Vertigo. Catch you after the break. PERA, again, able to keep things close, able to keep it competitive on Vertigo. Definitely a lot better than we were expecting, but now they flip over onto the T side, which it's the side of Vertigo. I am curious to see what they can lay down for us. It seems like they do have a pistol strat in mind, though.
0 for 3 so far. I think maybe now is a great time to try something a little wacky because it's not really been working. Liege might get tested. They might have heard a bit of information, but you just deletes him. What a shot.
Oh my goodness, JT, though, going to find one back on his way out. 4 versus 4 comes round. There is a kit available here, which, again, is not the most common thing in a CT pistol setup. 1 for 1. The bomb has been planted here. Retake smoke going to be laid on down, and I think they'll just get JT in there to try and mount the defuse. Easier said than done when you've got so many members to deal with round the corner. Double peek comes in. Oh, Poya can't find them on the dualies. Kia Cardao now. He's revealed his position. Can he get the player off the bomb? No, he can't. And he'll be doing a nice little somersault all the way down. 51 floors. So, complexity. They break the streak of pistols at the best possible time.
Yeah, I mean, quite literally, of all the pistol rounds, that is the most important one that Complexity could have taken, because it will just give them some real reassurance heading in towards now the CT side, give them the opportunity to start spiraling positively. However, PERA will get a bite. They will get something to work with. So it's not the end of the world for them either. Quad Galil 1 Mac 10 is at least something to work with. It's relatively even next round. We do kind of normally like to say that, generally speaking, the force buys are actually more important than the pistols themselves. This is the one that makes the most sense. Complexity find it, they can really start to work it well. Complexity, they find it, different story. Kia Cardao boosted up. Would have been heard dropping there at the very least by Grim. There'll be some information relayed over. Also, might want to get proactive off the back of Poya, sticking around bottom ramp. This is scrappy though, and Elysia will fall.
Kia Cardao going to find another as well here now. So all of a sudden, we are very much on. Poya holding the backside, looks good. Oh my god, what is going on? The T side just winning all their fights right now. JT chimes in, but it's worthless really. And PERA, they've won the force buy, but that didn't look like a force buy, you know? They're just running in, fragging out.
Honestly, a really beautifully played kind of force buy re-back in, right? They're just sticking together. They're just making sure that they can overwhelm fights, and they do. Every single time they bar basically Horzok being caught overwhelmed, this kind of two-ish players that are sticking around for fights and swinging in. So you see, like, so floppy there, even when Grim falls as well, so off the back of the boost, they're working together in this sort of tandem, this buddy system. And yeah, Complexity just caught a little bit off guard. Force buy for them. JT out with the Deagle. Had a great round with the Deagle on Anubis. 2 kills from Dark. Looks a bit more of that magic. And Scout is in the hands of Horzok. PERA winning that force buy is really going to give them an opportunity. And Aaron and Poya combine. Nice shot though from Elige to at least bring it back to a double affair.
Yeah, possibly. Oh, Aaron, big find from him. 4v2. Flash round, Horzok force back. Keep it going here, though. Oh my god, the tags. Just no kills. Aaron gets a double spray down to finishers. And PERA will start to close this gap. And they probably have already done it, you know? There's one more round to go, but it's an eco out from Cole.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, can't do anything, like you said, in this one. So, PERA can make this a one-round game before the next response comes through. And before you know it, moment by moment, we are starting to see PERA at least open the door to the conversation. It felt like off the back of losing the pistol that it was starting to close, but right back in. Stacking here. Do ramp. One bit of supporting util. DGL could be in trouble here. Little does he know. That is a perfect flash. DGL could not have been any blinder. But Poya's got him behind. He'll get one. Not the second, though. So, numbers good for Complexity. The only thing that lets them down, of course, is the firepower and, well, the lack of armor.
We'll see. You never know. They're going to move quite quickly. They've obviously got some decent weaponry to work with. Kia Cardao in at middle. Oh, Young catches one. Uh-oh. we might be on, you know. Utility that they've managed to retrieve coming over. Galil going to make its way into the hands of JT. Grim gets himself an M4. He's got smoke and a nade now. This is big. The nade's not really going to find too much. Floppy goes flying in. Just can't support. Too many smokes. Ooh. Not enough time. And PERA will see the round off, but a hell of a lot closer. And it's pretty good timing from Cole to do all that damage, right? They've now got a buy coming back in. If they can clean up house, PERA suddenly will be out of cash.
Honestly, really good as well, just in the sense of just keeping that T-side economy in check. Don't allow PERA to spiral too far away. I mean, they've still got plenty in reserves, but don't let this side kind of, you know, at one point they could have really been, a lot of them sitting on, you know, 10K plus just prior to the investments coming through. Not going to be the case. You're going to have to dip down to a couple at least, in and around the 5K mark. But, I mean, for PERA, they have given themselves a lot to work with. A lot of money in the back pockets, that means the complexity. If they're going to find this map, primarily have to do it on the gun rounds, which is actually where the bulk of their success came through on Anubis. 8-8. Little spot. Grenade as well early. BB going to be caught. Molotov comes over towards Wood, so there's decent early clearance being made here, but for complexity, they're not over fighting. Try and hope that Utah can do the bulk of the work. DGL. The spam of the nade wombo combos are beaut, and a lot of damage on towards Poirier. He's a lucky man to still be alive.
Complexity making themselves known. Holzerk looking for more. Able to find it. Goodness me, that is quite crisp. 5v3 looking good. Oh, and it just keeps on coming. All down to Poya and Kia card out. Orp out for Poya, I suppose. But that's really the only silver lining I can see here. They're going to drop off the ramp control and concede it for now. But indeed, it comes at a price for PERA.
Poya making a move. Chance here if he can isolate a couple of fights. And there's the first. So it might not be done just yet. Molotov going to come over towards headshot. Holzer can still stay here. Goes a little deep. Double smoke's being dropped too. Time is ticking, and this flank at a timer as well. But Poya, nice shot, nice find. And the chance. Holzer getting a lucky man to be alive. And the information on both known. Bomb will go down. No, denied right before it was planted. My God, very close. And a real sigh of relief as Complexity see it over the board. But again, from a 2v4, it never should have got that close.
It is a decent try from PERA, but yeah, just couldn't quite get it. Still really, really bringing a good game here. I think there were some people that maybe expected them to check out quite quickly from this kind of a matchup. Complexity not towards the very, very top of the rankings, as it were, in terms of teams here at EPL, but all the same, maybe expected, especially on Vertigo, for it to be an easier affair than this. But it is bolstered by force by wins, by pistol wins. Complexity's rifle play has been good. Oh my God. Oh my God. Right next to each other there, walking down. You know, it's a little bit of a comedy double take. The bad guy that you're looking for, he turns up right next to you, and, you know, they're both surprised, but Alicia's the one to go down.
Hot flash, Grim going to be caught by. I don't know if he was spotted. He wasn't, because Aaron doesn't click this properly. Down he falls. Might be a chance. Another Kiakada going to be caught. And Grim making it 3. Poya also falls one by one, dropping like dominoes. Bibu, he'll be caught on the other side, leaving DGL with it all to do. 1v4. And he will at least have his exit gifted to him as Horza gets caught, but my God, this would require some heroics from DGL, and it's probably not going to happen. What a round coming through from Grim. 4 kills to his name. That is a stunner.
Yeah, really well done. Massive moment to do it in as well. A backbreaker of a round for PERA that actually started pretty well for them. And for me, it's this third, isn't it? So smart. He just peeks away, and that's a high-level move, you know? When you and I are maybe playing games and the viewer out there, you expect a guy to keep re-peeking and keep on going, you know? But at the high level, it's a little bit more in your brain that's like, okay, he's got 2, he's running away to reload or play safe or hide, so we have a split second to break in, maybe catch someone else on the site. You can see those players that moved in weren't expecting Grim to re-peek for a 3rd attempt. So it's just little things like that, little nuances that make that play even better.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the traditional way, right? Find a kill, drop back, reset yourself, find a kill, drop back.
That's
you know,
all you
that
need to
kind
do
of
on a CT side. You know, just one and
yeah, generally, right? And that really does show, I think, the confidence out of Grim. And what a player, man. Had a great first map. We highlighted him as something to keep an eye out for, and he's delivering. Aaron for one. Oh, good reaction, in all fairness. And now, Grim, you're called upon once again, sir. What have you got?
AK recovered. I don't know that they're necessarily going to move in to give this fight. Yeah, they're looking for a reset of their own. Hoping that potentially somebody is pushing from behind and they can try and catch them off. Little trade of the pistols there. All the same, a slow encroachment towards the B bomb site. Complexity having a little look at A, not spotting anything else. Then in towards mid, and they slowly redefend B. Elige, though, could get caught out in transition. Lovely, cheesy little play, but Floppy's up top, ready to pick up the pieces, all on to Kia Cardao. No armor, 1v2. AK retrieve, Flash comes over the top. He can hide away, but it allows Floppy to close this gap. Oh, it's close. It's close onto Grim. The aim punch gets the better of him, unfortunately. PERA, for an eco round, it's not bad. 3 kills is pretty good damage, but they need the damn rounds, man.
Yeah, it's true. It's one of those things where now, for PERA, it is a case of they're getting close, yeah, but it's not good enough. This late into a game, we're getting to a point already where it's Complexity 2 rounds away from the map in the series, and PERA, yeah, you've made a conversation out of the series, and you've made it pretty close. We've seen a couple of these moments where it's impressive, but in the grand scheme, it's not going to make a difference. Elige, swing. He'll be caught by Kia Cardao. Still having a great game, in all fairness to him. 17 kills. Oh, man, yeah, no, it has to be said that for Complexity, they just know they're just winning out the macro sense of thing. These micro moments, yes, PERA getting their opportunities. The rounds, for the most part, are only going one way. This, however, could be where things change, unless Grim has got something to say about it. Finds Aaron. Drops a smoke as well, and a molly. So at the very least, he's getting his util out, and he's giving himself an opportunity to rephase.
Nothing they can really do, though, to slow these players down. They just have to take their time, trying to vie for some more frags. It nearly comes off there, but not quite. Meanwhile, they're waiting this whole time for Poya to discover that A is clear. A nice, safe bomb plant coming in. Now, Complexity will start to figure this one out. The issue is they've sent JT. He's only got 7 HP. So he can grab info, but he can't really stop them, you would assume. But as less and less noise is made over there, yeah, they're expecting an A hit. It's just the fact that Poya's so deep in. JT falls, save called.
Happy that. Bomb goes down, and the doorway opens up a little bit for PERA. You don't really want to go too aggro, I think, on the hunt here if you Complexity. You have a little bit of money in reserves, but not enough. 2 guys who have money left over. The one's fighting. Grim gonna get caught. Halls out all that's left. He'd love to keep this AK alive. And, first job put in front of him. He will survive that one. EGL creeping round. Same fate as his fallen comrade. As down they will go as well. Also making a decent go at this at the tail end. Obviously won't affect the round at all, but any kills are good. Doesn't catch Bibu as well. Has spotted him, but his Bibu just about sees him off. So PERA found a 9th. Nothing saved as well. Over towards Complexity will mean that they have to eco here, so PERA can once again make this a 1-round game. Tac pause called by Complexity as TC gets on the mic. Alongside JT, they're going to try and figure out the plan here. It has to be a good one. It looks like, I don't know if that's a hero rifle or maybe the start of a force. Yeah, but with, I guess, Floppy and Elige in this sort of double eco territory, it kind of makes sense, right? So we're going to see a force come through. 5-7 picked up. And 4 for Grim and Halls, I think that is. You know, they have to force in here. So this is already a real dicey situation. This could be PERA win this and potentially be able to tie the game up.
Could be very, very big, yeah. It is a very close game here, of course. Oh, man, rough. Super rough for Colt. We'll see. Maybe this is where they get their pocket strats out. A boost on A is, not necessarily the craziest thing, but they're moving quite quickly, so it works pretty well, actually. Big damage onto Poya, not the frag, but so much information gathered. And PERA seem pretty dead set on moving in quickly here. Going around, no fights going their way. They'll put a pin in the idea, and Grim in the silence, looking to move in. It's a distractionary move. They've worked off the back of each other for 2. And JT says, oh, yes, a gun for me. Thank you very much. He'll take that and try and get out with it. It looks like he will do so. Poya hears them all rotating around. Now, this is where the plan maybe falls apart a little bit. JT does stick around. Big kill from him. And that'll call for them to come back. So, very hot-footed here on the complexity side of things. PERA just trying to catch them off with crazy little moves in. Elige doesn't actually eat most of that grenade. It's a 4v2, looking good for Cole, actually.
Guard out. Gonna boost up BB. It's a little bit of an off angle here, but with the smokes down on the site, actually the right way to play it. Oh, BB, nice. Damage on towards JT as well. Thrust him into a 2 versus 2. And they still have time to work with. Shy of 30 seconds, making a move here. They line up. Oh, it's Kiakado with a team kill on towards Bibu. And JT sees off the last. Oh, that's so unfortunate. PERA, that was an opportunity. That was a chance. But a forced buy out of complexity converted. And that might be the straw that breaks the camel's back. That might be the round that does it. A low buy. If they try and do whatever they can with whatever they've got complexity, and it works. And it's really unfortunate. Kiakado just rips his teammates head off Bibu. And no chance. 12-9. Potentially the last time we see PERA in this matchup. And they got a double Tech 9, double Galil to keep them alive here.
Oh my goodness. Looking so good for Elige there as he's just pretty much sealed the deal, it looks like now. Aaron and Bibu. Not much that they can do here. A desperate attempt to the mid push goes south. Elige very ready for it. Floppy spots out Bibu. While Elige in towards middle to end proceedings. He will indeed get it done. A 4K coming round for the powerhouse of complexity. A little quieter from him, but overall the squad looking good. A hard-fought battle. PERA playing well. Don't get us wrong. Really, really good stuff from them. And a hell of a lot further in that Vertigo than we definitely expected. But at the end of the day, they just could not match up.